Hey guys, welcome to today's video and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to do a Chatty Get Ready with me, and I wanted to do a pregnancy Q&A. So I will be answering different questions on how my pregnancy has affected, Alright. So first question is, do I really need to take a prenatal vitamin? And I do actually take prenatal vitamins. I use the gummies, and I didn't like the pills because they smelled really, really bad. And just the smell of it was enough for me to be like, ew, no, not happening. I just could not handle the smell of those. So, to anybody who is pregnant and can't really handle the smell, I would definitely suggest a gummy. I use the Spring Valley ones. Talking about my prenatals. But I use the Spring Valley ones. I mean, they're all pretty much the same. But definitely, consult with your doctor if it's a concern for you. Alright. How many ultrasounds will I have? The doctor says it's 3, 1 per trimester. I had more just due to different issues that arose. I would say your doctor will probably ultrasound you more if you're having issues. But I do think that they only do it 3 times. Probably 1 per trimester. So the first trimester to kind of confirm you're pregnant, second trimester, and then your third trimester. But aside from that, you typically will end up getting a Doppler, which lets you hear the baby's heartbeat. Alright. When can I find out the gender of my baby? So, between 18 and 20 weeks is when they can accurately tell gender and stuff like that. There's a test that my sister did when she was pregnant, and it's a blood test where they can tell you, I guess, or something like that. I didn't. They kind of told me it was a boy. You could tell it was a boy. There are other ways you can tell the gender. My boyfriend always kind of knew it was a boy, even though I wanted a girl. He wanted a boy, but it was a boy. It's a boy. Boy. One of the things that my father always told me on how he could tell genders was, if you carry high, you're having a girl, and if you carry low, you have a boy, and mine was really low. So mine was a boy. But yeah, between 18 and 20 weeks is typically when they say it's safe to assume that you can tell the gender. I'm sure that they can see beforehand, but as to not put themselves at risk of being wrong and getting sued, because it's America, everybody sues everybody nowadays. You know, you just want like accurate things because not everybody wants to be surprised. My boyfriend definitely knew it was a boy, like literally before we found out. He knew, which we kind of figured on it being a boy. My father also said that usually the female like takes after their mother, which my mom said the same thing, which is so weird to me, but it is what it is. Like my sister had her mother had a girl first, and her first was a girl, and my mother had a boy first, so my first was a boy. I think I'm going for a green look today. I'm gonna start working on the face. I have no idea what I'm doing with this look. Alright, next question. Can I still exercise? My nurse said yes, it is technically safe, but it's not the time to like overexert yourself. So if your body is not used to it, then they don't recommend it. These are always questions you can bring up with your doctor. I just wanted to do a Q&A on the subject while I could. But my doctor, well, my nurse actually said, you know, only if you're used to it, not, this is not the time to overexert yourself, only do like what you're used to. So that doesn't mean like, if you don't exercise, you get pregnant and start exercising. That doesn't mean, that means don't do that. Only do it like if you did it beforehand and your body is used to it. But there are like little like things you can do to exercise. Like just different ones. Like there's Lamaze classes and stuff like that that you can take that give you just little simple exercises if you're not like used to it but you still want to be healthy. Next, how much weight should I gain? 30 pounds actually. So my doctor explained it as like 10 per trimester. Just think of it like 10 per trimester altogether. But altogether it should be 30 because the baby has to weigh at least 5 pounds when you have it to leave the hospital. And they can usually actually track how much the baby is estimated to be weighing when you're pregnant per ultrasound, and even like with measuring your belly and your Doppler. They're just different things that you can ask like, your doctor when you go to your appointments. How will I know when it's time? So this is something I can actually discuss because I am having contractions. And it's getting close to that time. So the doctor actually gave me a sheet of paper for me to start tracking my contractions, how long they last, when I get them, how often I get them. But when I went to that birthday party, which I'm not sure if the makeup tutorial that I did for the birthday party will be up on my channel or not. I don't know when I'm going to post that. But when I went to that birthday party, I actually talked to the mother, Mama Hilda. I talked to her, and she said hers were very, like, prominent. So, like, you'll know. I think that she said, like, if they're painful enough and they're 5 minutes apart. But another one of my mom's coworkers also said that they feel like menstrual cramps. So it's just pronoun menstrual cramps. You need to track how long they are and how far apart they are. So anything that's 5 minutes apart, then yeah, it's probably time to go, which is what I'm going to go off of. How can I prevent or relieve heartburn? Oh, wow, that question. Shit. I have heartburn. I don't know how you could prevent it. Sometimes my boyfriend rubbing my stomach kind of helps. I don't know. Heartburn sucks. And I know because when it starts to get bad for me, I throw up. So, and in the end, I ended up I'm not really able to get hungry or hold food down. My heartburn is also really bad, so that's also an effect with that. How should I eat during pregnancy? Again, I have a hard time getting hungry. I have really bad nausea. A doctor can actually give you medicine for that, though. They have me on metoclopramide to help with my nausea. I've found that, again, at that party, I really liked the homemade, like, I don't even know what it was called. Once I have an actual name of what it actually is, I'll definitely let y'all know. That was the only thing that I was actually able to keep down and eat and be completely okay with. Next question. What food should I avoid? So online it actually says, like, no raw food or seafood or anything like that. I didn't like seafood to begin with. I still don't. I wouldn't go trying it. My doctor said as long as it's fully cooked food, like, I'm fine. You should be fine. But like the cold cuts and stuff like that, he said that's just an old wives' tale type of thing. And I've had a ham sandwich before, like a couple of weeks ago, and I was fine. So I would say, like, it really just depends on, like, your body and what the baby wants. But I would just ask your doctor what they think about your pregnancy and what you should avoid and stuff like that. Alright, can I take sleeping pills if I struggle to sleep? I would say no. My doctor actually gave me a piece of paper that tells me, like, what medicines I can take, what to do if I feel this and what if I feel that. So, you can always look it up online, but at the same time, your doctor is literally a phone call away. So, just ask. Them at your appointment if it's really a concern for you, but I wouldn't. Something I find that works for me that might work for other people, I am definitely allergic to animals, and my mom came in and showed me something, so I will finish. I'm allergic to cats, and I have a deathly allergic reaction to it, and that does not stop me. I go and see my cat all the time. I take Benadryl whenever I have a really bad reaction, and that makes me drowsy. The metoclopramide also can make you drowsy. It doesn't make me drowsy, but it can. And technically, like I could use Benadryl as sleeping pills, but I don't. But I don't have a hard time falling asleep. But you could try those because Benadryl is okay when you're using it for an allergic reaction. That was on my paper of safe stuff. Next question. Can I change my cat's litter box? So I know that if you can get somebody else to do it, then it is highly recommended that you do because of the fact that there are diseases and stuff like that that a cat can carry. So I know that it's like not entirely safe to be around cats, species at least. It's not safe for me to be around my cat, but I still go around. I limit what I do with her, and I always wash my face, I always take Benadryl, I always wash my hands. Very careful about that, but I'm very lovey-dovey on pets, so I can't really help that I love my cat so much. Do I need to avoid any cosmetics? I know online when I was looking at the questions, they actually do say to try and go like with organic type of beauty products. I would say that that's probably like also to do with like your smell and stuff like that. Because my smell has definitely gotten progressively worse. Unfortunately, I do have a stronger sense of smell now. But I don't find that like cosmetics really, really bother me. I mean, I have a candle burning in the background right now, so. Since for me we're okay, but at the same time, I also record YouTube videos and beauty videos and stuff like that, and I do have a lot of organic beauty products that I can use and swap out whenever I need to. And I've talked about wanting to go be vegan with my deodorant for a very long time now, and I really want to film a video about going vegan and being just more healthier when it comes to that stuff. I'm doing a green look today. Is it unsafe to sleep on my back? Online it actually does say it is unsafe for you to sleep on your back. I don't. I do have a body pillow that I snuggle at night. I just have a habit of sleeping like a rock. My boyfriend, like, literally in the middle of the night has to, like, wake me up and move me sometimes because it scares him. So I would say try a body pillow and try not to sleep on your back. I know a bunch of people sleep on their stomachs. I can't do that. Will I have stretch marks after giving birth? I don't have any right now, but if that is a concern, I know Palmer's has a stretch mark cream you could start using. Like, just as a preemptive, like, thing, you can use it during your pregnancy and stuff like that. And I do have a bottle somewhere I need to start using. But everybody's different. My mom didn't have stretch marks, and she also didn't use the cream, so. That's just like a nobody can really tell type of thing, I would say. Is it safe to be intimate during pregnancy? I don't think that it's bad. I think some people can lose that drive. I did. My friend Emily, who had 3 kids, said that she didn't, and it was good for her. I would just say don't be reckless with it, but that is definitely something I feel like if it's a concern for you to speak with your doctor about for sure. Can I wear high heels? My mom yells at me every time I wear high heels, so I would say it's probably not safe. Brandon. Brandon. What were you saying about why I can't wear high heels when I'm pregnant? I do. I feel like it's more of like the concern of like you are more susceptible to hurt yourself, like fall. So I don't know. I've found that my Reeboks that I have are actually my most comfortable shoes that I have right now, and were never as comfortable as what they are now. They're like 10 times more comfortable now. So I would just say wear some comfortable running shoes, probably. Can I use sunscreen? I actually didn't know that that was a concern of like whether you were able to use sunscreen or not. I mean, I used it when I went to the beach. I use it on my face a lot, you know, when I'm getting ready in the mornings and stuff like that. But I feel like you would want to protect your skin even more. So I would say that that's okay. That that's something to bring up with your doctor. Can I travel? Where would you want to? I got lucky and got pregnant during the pandemic, so it was not safe to travel. So I didn't really have to worry about that. I'm also like technically bedridden, so my doctor doesn't permit me to travel really anywhere. Like I really actually should not even leave my bed. But luckily I have a boyfriend who is willing to go and do whatever it is I need him to do. Alright. Can I visit the dentist during pregnancy? My doctor said that it's actually okay because I actually did have to go to the dentist while my mother came back in again. But I actually chipped, or I didn't actually chip, I broke my tooth. Like, I completely broke my tooth. And I wasn't in pain or anything like that, but it was kind of like, you know, I just broke my tooth in half. I need to go get this fixed before I get a cavity. So when I went to my doctor again, I asked, like, hey, can I go to the dentist because they shoot you up with the Novocaine? I think that's what it's called at least. He told me that there's absolutely nothing wrong with it. I let my dentist know. He said, okay, we'll take care of you pretty much. And I didn't have any issue. So I would say it's okay. Can I carry my toddler while pregnant? Doctors actually do give a weight limit on how much you can carry. Mine is 5 pounds. I'm not technically supposed to carry more than 5 pounds. I think that like the actual thing though, because I have a different situation, is like 15 to 20 pounds. So I think it just depends on like the weight limit, but I would probably say no. If I have a positive home pregnancy test, am I pregnant? So actually, I didn't know this until discussing it with my friend, but you're more likely to have a false negative than a false positive. Just, you know, make sure you read the directions of the test. Make sure you follow, you know, how you're supposed to correctly do the test, and you should be fine. And always get a second opinion. You know, don't get 50 at-home pregnancy tests and then assume you're pregnant. You know, get one if it's pregnant. If it's positive, then go to the doctor. If it's negative, still go to the doctor because there's a reason why you're missing a period. And what if I have spotting during early pregnancy? Alright, so spotting actually isn't always bad. So during early pregnancy, you can have spotting because the placenta is attaching itself into the uterus. So sometimes you can have like a little bit of spotting that can make you think you're having your period, but you're actually not. And back to the intimacy thing. After you have intimacy, you can have spotting. It's always good to check with your doctor, but with me having as many issues that I have, my doctors have always just said, you know, spotting's okay as long as you're not bleeding like period blood. But definitely just check with your doctors on any of the questions that you have. This is just my personal experiences of what my doctors have said. So I hope you guys found this helpful, and I will see you guys in my next video.